Okey.
Hello, everybody. We're
Hey,
so
everybody.
glad to see that you're here. That Christy Sue Robbins. Is it warm where you're at? It's kind of cold here. Hi, Huga. How you doing, girly girl? Anyhow, um, I know that Texas has got tornado watches out, so I hope
Hey,
everybody
Christy.
down there is staying safe. Um, Chris at E3 Homestead, we need to keep him in our prayers too because he's got cancer surgery coming up this week. And his family, Sarah and their son, you know, they're going to need the prayers. Anyhow, just because the skies are gray and gloomy and things are not going so swell for people in a lot of ways, don't mean we can't have a sunny disposition. You know, we got to keep our hope or faith, whatever it is, up, and we got to keep ourselves motivated and stay up. It's not always easy, but it is worthwhile to do. So,
Yeah, I agree. It's not always easy.
um, my latest adventure has been to give Stiff Dave at Lori's World uh, something to chuckle about. I showed him my non gardening garden, and he said it was perfect for him. So, I didn't know if anybody else would come up with something, but I had the stuff, so, I had to do it. And it worked. It made him laugh. So, you know, in this weather, you ain't gonna do anything except film a garden full of snow, okay? We still have sub-zero temperatures, and we're going to for a long time, and sub-zero wind chills, which is really fun to deal with too. So those that end up losing their electricity because of storms and that, hi Carl. I hope that they have other
Hey,
ways
Hookah. Hey,
and
Carl.
are able to still function, you know. And if you're able to still function, even in situations like that, it means a world. It makes a big difference because it means that you can shift from doing things one way to doing them another, you know. And that's a good thing. That is a very good thing, you know. But we know how these things and situations work and turn out and stuff. So anyhow, I hope everybody stays safe and everything. And you know, there's just a lot we're dealing with. There's a lot going on. So you know, and when I say we, that means everybody. Period. I don't care where you live. There's a lot going on that you're dealing with.
Yep.
Oh, well, hello from Dublin, Ireland. Ooh, how you doing, Carl? But another thing is poor God's night. What y'all don't know is I torture him almost every night talking with him.
No,
I come up with stupid stuff, crazy stuff, funny stuff,
not
legit
even.
stuff, you know. And he's all by himself and he's dealing with me. But when all is said and done, we actually have such a good time that a couple hours we don't realize that a couple hours is gone. And I'll go, well, won't be long. I'll have to go to sleep or get off of here so I can go to sleep, whatever. 2 more hours go by. we're still talking. So, dang, Carl, that's a long stream. I was doing investigations on stuff, things that are good to have, things that are good to know, you know. And my new toolbox isn't going to be able to hold all of my tools again. Uh, but my tools aren't power tools, and it's okay. I love them, you know. And if you want the noise, some people say sound effects are what sells the tools. You can make your own, you know. I don't care. I like them. I don't have to worry about somebody saying, you're making too much noise over there with them saws and stuff. So it's all right. It's good. All good things, you know. So I'm just waiting for a spring to get here so I can go outside and play better, you know. And then I can do videos easier because I'll be outside. I won't be cooped up inside a house, which is very, very important to me. And I'm just, I'm not one to be inside four walls all the time. You know, I wish I could grow a garden here inside in the wintertime. One, I don't have the ability to do it. I don't have the stuff or anything like that. So I don't get to do that. I just kind of go crazy in the spring when I'm able to plant. And I don't plant anything until the frost is out of the ground because that's very important too. Um, Another thing is there's only 1 month that's um, not got a record recording for the state of Iowa in snow. And dang, we're off to a good start here already. Um,
Good start. Good start.
yeah, good start, all right.
Yeah. What's up, Striker?
Anyhow, um, yeah, I got rid of that
Beep,
critter.
beep, boop, bop.
Um, what I was saying is my mind went kind of vroom.
Beep, boop, bop.
Doggone, God's night, what was I talking about?
Uh, Tools, I believe.
Oh yeah, planting gardens and that. Up here, the only month that isn't recorded for snowfall in the state of Iowa is August. Okay, I've seen pictures of July 4th in 1965. Snowdrifts were higher than um
The vehicles.
than than the old cars and the old trucks. And those vehicles weren't small. I don't know.
They're big.
I don't. Does the audio? I had to delete it. Well, in order to delete and put them in timeout and get rid of them and all that good stuff, I had to click on the three dots by their name. So yeah,
Audio.
um,
Audio.
yeah, there was moaning and groaning going on. As
Uh,
in, you know what I mean. And I didn't click on the link. I just clicked on the three dots behind it, which was weird. So, um, and years and years ago, the lady that told me about this, she was a child and
the
she
outdoors.
passed
Yeah.
away years ago already. And she said that like up at Lacrosse, Wisconsin, and all the way across the northern part of America, um, it snowed all year round. It was frozen all year round to the point that they couldn't plant anything. Couldn't plant crops, couldn't plant gardens, you know. Um anyhow, so it made it hard for everybody up there.
Yep.
And that alone is a good reason to make sure you have enough supplies. Um Another thing is like down in Texas today. I know because I was just on posting on Twitter. They've got tornado warnings out for down there again. You know, and that's another reason why you want to make sure you've got backup ways to so you can still function in that. You know, and yeah, I know y'all know this stuff, but there are some people that come here. They're new to the channel and that, and they might not know it. You know, or they think they're prepared and they think they know how to do things really good in that, and they might not know that good how to do it that good as good as what they're thinking. So yeah, I just you know,
Yeah, I mean, a friendly reminder is always good. And it's not
yeah.
like you're, oh, well, I'm telling you because I know. It's not just a friendly reminder.
And just because I do something one way, it don't mean somebody else don't know how to do it a little bit better, a little bit easier way.
Yeah.
You know, so we can swap ideals on it. It's no biggie. It just means that hey, Ralph, this way over here, it's a little bit easier. Maybe if you tried doing it this way,
Bro.
it'd take you less time too. You know, um, and that's all we're trying to do is we're trying to help everybody with the
Yep.
information that we have because I can tell you guys all kinds of ways to do things, but unless you try it and you keep at doing it, the more you do it, the better you get. It's kind of like when you're a baby and you're learning how to walk. At first, you had to learn how to sit up, and then you had to learn how to pull yourself up, and you had to learn how to stand there and hang on for dear life because, you know, those couple inches between the floor and your butt was a dangerous fall. And then you had to figure out how to make that left foot go in front of that right foot so that way you can move forward, you
Yep.
know? Well, it's just like you're doing anything else. I don't care if it's skinning animals, um, cutting meat up, cutting trees down, making stuff out of wood, making stuff out of iron, blacksmithing, whatever. I don't care. If you don't keep at it, you don't try it, you keep working at it, sure, you're going to be slow at first, but the more you do, the faster you get, the better you feel. Nope, I ain't going to finish that song with eat your beans at every meal because you might have to eat beans at every meal, but hey, at least you're eating something. It's like growing a garden. First, you got to, till it, okay? Well, how do you think they used to till those gardens before they had the garden tillers? Those big loud noisy things through your garden. Before they had those, they used to turn it over shovel at a time by hand. Yep, the whole family being on it. As
Yep.
long as the kids were big enough to handle that shovel, doggone right. And then they'd rake the dirt so it was loosened up. And then they'd put the seeds in so that they could grow, you know? And then, as long as they didn't have a doggone gopher in the garden, they would pull all the weeds. But if you got a gopher or something like that in your garden, they'll pull all the weeds. Serious, man. Telling you, leave some of that grass there. They'll leave your food alone. You leave their food alone. Y'all be happy,
Yep.
you know? Um,
Symbiotic.
it, and when you plant something, Don't plant more than what you're gonna have. Why? Oh, because the birds might want to eat some of them seeds, or you know, the squirrels might come along and go, "Hey, that's pretty good." Well, okay, that's fine. Those are your kind. Those are the kind of thieves will say that you weren't expecting. Well, okay, fine. You fed them. They'll leave the rest of the food for you. You know. Um, it's just
Oh yeah.
you gotta learn how to do things. Do you know how to sew? Can you sew by hand? Do you know how to operate a sewing machine without electricity? Some of them you can do it with. Some of them you can't. The ones with the computer chips, forget it. Those are not going to work.
Forget about it.
You want ones that are like 1975 and older, not newer, older. You can still turn the wheels on them and operate them just like you would with electricity. Only at first you're going to be slow at it because you got to turn that wheel by hand, and that makes your foot feet go up and down, and the needle go up and down, you know, so that it all moves along to sew. But you can still do it. Um, Tanning leather, building stuff with wood. What? Last night you ran out of nails? Dang, how are we gonna put this together? You know? Do you know how to make pegs? Do you know how to use pegs? I mean, there's all kinds of. Mom needs a platter for her turkey. Do you know what kind of wood you'd be able to use? Do you know how to make a platter out of wood? These are all things
Sure.
that are worth knowing.
Even stone if you got it around.
Yep. Do you know how to nap? That's what they call that with stone. Napping, you know. Do you know how to operate a chisel and make stuff out of stone that way? It's hard, but you can do it,
Yep.
you know. And napping is not using a chisel. Napping is using a rock against a rock to make something. Um, let's see what else. Do you know how to make a bow? Okay. Do you know how to make bowstring for your bow once you made it? I ain't talking about compound bows either. I'm talking about a regular, good old fashioned pull back the string and let the arrow fly. Do you want to recurve? That's a different kind of a bow yet too, you know. And how about making arrows? Do you know how to do that? Do you know how to put the fletch on? Oh, what? You don't know what fletch is? That's the air. That's the feathers for the arrows. You know. I mean, it's just one thing. Yeah, I'm rattling off all kinds of stuff, and you're going, "Holy cows! Where'd she come up with all this stuff?" First-hand experience. That's how I came up with it all. First-hand experience. You know, like, do you know how to make leather? Do you know how to spin um milkweed? Hey, yeah, milkweed. That makes silk. Believe it or not, it does. And back in the Great Depression, they had everybody in the neighborhood and then some clear across country picking the pods from milkweeds. Why? The government was taking it, paying the people to pick it by hand for them, and they would take that and spin it, and that's how they made the parachutes for the guys in World War II. Just so you know, um, it does not deteriorate when it gets wet either. Do you know how to take cotton and spin and clean cotton and spin it and make thread out of it? Or how about wool? Do you know how to shear a sheep? Do you know how to clean it? Do you know how to spin it? Do you know how to make wool out of it? You know, do you know how to weave that once you've made it? So you can make a blanket, so you can make the material so you can make a party dress, or your husband or your boyfriend a manly shirt, so he's got his buff body ripping the shirt sleeves off, you know. Um, how about cloth diapers? You need, if you're having babies or grandchildren that are babies, they're gonna need them. You know, all this stuff. I'm not saying it to freak anybody out, but this is all legit stuff.
Yep.
Or how to make mus uh muslin. Yeah. It's material. That's what they used for band-aids. A gauze that's very weak, poorly woven material. That's what a gauze is. Cheesecloth. It's a little bit better than a gauze, but it's still weakly woven, loose, very loose woven. You know.
To allow breathing.
Um, if you have a mechanical loom, then you're faster than somebody that knows how to weave by hand because you've got the mechanical part doing the work. Somebody that, like I don't have a mechanical loom. I weave by hand. So it takes me a little longer, but you know what? My material and whatever I make is just as good. And I can pack it tighter than mechanical looms can. And all I use to pack it with is my fingers. Um, let's see. Do you know how to make stuff out of leather? How about bone? Oh yeah, they used to make all kinds of stuff out of bone. You know. Um, the list is endless. It just keeps going and going. It's worse than the Everbready bunny. It just keeps going and going. It don't run out. The Everready bunny, his battery dies and he falls over. Three.
Yeah,
you
that's
know.
it. You gotta change batteries after that.
Yeah. So I mean, could you figure out how to make a refrigerator that still worked and kept your food cold? Some things to think about. I'm telling you. I know how to do it, but don't mean just because I know how to do it, don't mean that everybody knows how to do it. You know. Um. It's just, yeah, it's an endless situation. That list, the list don't stop. However, here's the bright side. Hi, Big Matt. Um, everything you need, you can actually make because there wouldn't be no Walmarts. No, there wouldn't be no big, elaborate grocery stores either. You'd either have to have your own groceries and be able to get your own stuff, or hopefully your village had somebody that knew how to run a grocery store and was able to, you know, do some bartering with people or something. Or you could do bartering with people too. But when you barter, you're doing a good, you're trading goods of some fashion or shape, and even your ability to do whatever skill you've got. You could barter your skill. Let's
Yep.
say Matt needed Matt needed a horse. Okay, when I'm talking about a horse, it's not a horse with the tail and four legs and the mane and goes hee hee and leaves droppings on the floor. No, no, no. Let's say he needed a horse to skin his deer leather, okay, and get it ready to make leather with it. His deer hide, because he's gonna make a leather dress or leather pants or a leather vest, something. Okay? And I knew how to do it. Well then, Matt could come over and say, "Hey, um, what do you need to make me one of them, or show me how to make one of them?" And I could come up with something really decent, fair, or a little bit expensive, or you know. But if I went sure and then reneged on my promise, or let's say I said sure and I produced it, and then and Matt, I'm only using you as an example here. I'm not saying anything bad about you, you know. And something happened and he wasn't able to keep his end. Okay, I'd find out what was going on, but if you do that to enough people, and Matt's off the hook here, okay? Um, but if you do that to enough people, word gets out that no, you're not. No, you don't wanna. Nope, because Ralph does it to you. He does it to God's Night. He does it to Matt. He does it to me. He keeps going down the line. Everybody's going, well, Ralph, you don't want to do any business with him. Ralph. Ralph is, no, he's a bad cookie. And then you ain't gonna have nobody to do any business with. So, anyhow, Matt, you got tornadoes down around your area? I know Texas has got some out. Tornado warnings out down there. So, um, you know, it's like back in the old days, they didn't waste nothing. They used to use those, oh, the Coleman camping gas cans. The rectangle ones with they were all metal rectangle and they had the handle on top with the pour spout. Well, back in the day, they used to sell syrup and stuff in those same shape cans. And people would take and empty the cans out, and then they'd take and cut the bead up, cut right up the bead with tin snippers, and they'd flatten those cans out, and they'd put them up on the inside of their cabins, and they used it for insulation. So that way they were able to, keep warm and stuff. Um, your cardboard boxes, you didn't waste nothing, you know. With the cardboard boxes, they used that too for insulation. Newspapers, old newspapers, they decorated their houses, their walls with that, you know. So they didn't waste nothing. They didn't have luxuries as far as um they had potbelly stoves, and they had candles. Um a lot of people out in the country didn't have electricity when everybody in town did, you know. A lot of people didn't have running water in their houses. I know in some of them houses, you know. Um a lot of people didn't have telephones, you know. Let's say Matt, God's Night, and I lived close to Huga. Huga had the phone. We'd go up, knock on Huga's door. Huga, could we borrow your phone to make a short call? And as long as it wasn't long distance, she might let us, you know. Or she might take it upon herself to make the call and pass the message on, you know. But back then, people helped each other out. It wasn't I'm better than John Henry, or I'm better than Lucy Sniffs a lot, you know. Don't ask. They sounded like good names when they came out. Anyhow,
Lucy sniffs a lot. It's a
well,
good name.
it's better than
It's a strong name.
yeah, it's better than Numbnuts Ralph. I mean, hey, take your pick. But people looked out for each other back then. Nobody back then considered somebody else rich. Why? Because everybody was equally poor. You know, and
Yeah.
everybody knew who their neighbors were. Everybody talked to their neighbors. Oh my gosh, isn't that something?
Oh, what? They talk face to face? No way.
Yeah, and they didn't. They didn't look down at the ground either while they were walking along. You
Yeah.
know, and they paid attention. Didn't matter if it was a horse-drawn wagon coming down the street or if it was a horseless motor vehicle. They paid attention because they didn't want to get hit.
Yep.
You know, um, I mean, it's amazing. It's amazing how I've seen this all go down in my lifetime. You know, it's amazing how people do not talk to each other. Heck, you could be outside. You could be driving the car, okay? We're driving along, we get to town. Matt's outside, and I'll wave and he waves. But wait, Matt didn't turn around and look. He just heard my car. He goes, "Yep, that's trouble." you know, half the people you're lucky if they even wave an arm or look to see who they're waving at. You know, I like the ones that they're texting and playing on their iPads or their cell phones, doing their thing, walking along, come right to the corner, keep on walking, don't even bother looking up either direction. And they're walking, and there's a car. Almost hit you, fool. You know? So glad my brakes worked on that car. Could have been a catastrophe. Um, I mean, it's just how it was. Nowadays it's really sad because they're all in a room together, the same room together, and not one person's talking to the other person in that room. They're all busy on their iPads, their cell phones, their stupid phones. Um, Nintendo, video game stuff. They're not talking to each other. They're not talking to anybody in the room. I
Yeah, and
mean,
if they do, they're not even looking at you. They're still looking down. Well, they replay. Yeah, okay,
or
yeah, that
try
sounds
to.
good. It's like, yeah, all right. And it's like, hey, make some eye contact.
Yeah, my toes aren't down there. My toes are not on your lap. Hello.
Yeah,
I'm over here. My toes are at the end of my foot. Look over this way, at least towards my feet. I mean, is it that hard to ask? Apparently so nowadays. But yeah, I'm looking forward to spring. I'm looking forward to being able to go outside again. You know, I'm looking forward to being able to do a lot of things and having it all be good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's just one of those things. But anyhow, yeah, with the storms and everything, you know, there's this guy who lives up in Canada. Um, y'all don't know him. Anyhow, I told him the other day. I said, "Close that door." And I got to thinking, that's the wrong door. Close the north door. Because those cold airs are coming into Canada from up north. If you close that door and then you close the southern door, hey, we wouldn't get them vortex air flows, you know. Just saying. But he said, no, if we're going to suffer, so are you. Well, guess what? We're not the only ones suffering. It goes all the way down to the you know, southern states. Them people down there, they're freezing. They get bad wind chills. They get bad cold weather. They're like, oh, if you don't like it, just wait a couple minutes. It'll change. Yeah, and then they get hit with severe weather, and every time they get hit with severe weather, that's when we get the 40 plus mile an hour winds, which that's not fair. That's not right, you know. However, you want to find out how good a piece of plastic is,
You
put
got
it up
another one.
outside and see how long it lasts, you know. Um, and see,
Did you
um,
get him, JT?
yeah, I got getting good at getting these goddets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least that one didn't moan and groan and piss around. Um, but everybody can think that what good does this do? What good does it say to do this? Well, I'm gonna tell you what good it does. First of all, people can show you how to do something. Okay, if you have um, if somebody shows you how to make cookies, and you have cookies sitting on a plate, and you get upset because they don't show you what to do with those cookies,
Yeah, what are you supposed to do with those cookies, JT? You made cookies. What are you supposed to do with them? Show us. Show us what you're supposed to do.
and leave them for a decoration. That's what I say.
Stick them to the wall.
Common sense got to kick in. Hi, Miss Southern Belle. How you doing, honey? You
Hey,
know,
Southern Belle.
and when it comes to tools, Bushcraft family made me laugh the other day because he was talking about manual tools, and he's kind of like me. He was making sound effects, and I told him, I said, "Yep, the sound effects. You gotta have them sound effects." I don't know who Susan is, Miss Southern Belle. Um, but you gotta have them sound effects because that's what sells the tools. you know. Uh, and yeah, I just still feel bad. I do it too. I love manual tools, and if you want sound effects, people, you can make your own sound effects. You
Yeah,
know.
if you want the sound effects, I'm okay with that.
Yeah. You know, we have push mowers, and the push mowers. You can make it sound just like a mower, a riding lawnmower if you want. And all you're doing is pushing it, and there ain't no engine to it. Yeah, give your neighbors competition that way. I was telling you. Oh, no, my name's not Susan, honey. Oh, Miss Southern
Lazy
Belle,
Susan.
what state do you live in, hon?
Lazy Susan.
No, no, my name's actually JT. I don't know Susan.
Yeah,
Sorry.
neither do I.
But that's okay. Unless meaning Sean.
Sean's name is Susan.
I don't, hey, Miss Southern Belle, she is a sweetheart. Okay, she's a Southern lady. She is a true Southern belle. All right. So,
Oh, like Lindsey Graham, except not a guy. She's a woman. Yeah.
Miss Southern Belle, she is a pure. Trust me, I've been around down south off and on throughout my lifetime, and the Southern Belles, they are very polite people.
Oh heck yeah.
You know, not everybody down south is Southern Belle either.
Right.
You know, but
That's why I joke about Lindsey Graham because I think he is a Southern Belle, also just a closet one.
oh, you know, it's just
It's raining here. Nice.
I hope it's a good rain and not a bad rain, because I want you to keep safe, Miss Southern Belle.
Yeah, like here in California, any rain is bad rain right now because of, I mean, the state is so dry that you can get a landslide anywhere right now. Sinkholes too.
Well, you can get them any place. They've got areas of sinkholes up here even.
Oh, I know. I know you can get them anywhere, but I'm talking about California.
Yeah, the reason they've got them up here in some areas is because they let a company go and drill out under the ground, and oh gee, the patch just went down in a hole. So yeah, that's not good. But it's just a very, it's like, okay, you like candy? Can you make candy? You like bread? I hope you can make bread of some sort. There's different forms of bread, different styles of bread, but I hope you can make some form or you know. Hi, Jackson, UK. How you
Hey
doing,
Jack.
hon?
Hey Lori.
Um, hey, Lori, how you doing? Yeah, I was talking about you and Stiff Dave and Mima. Man, she's got it rocking. I hate to tell her that, but she does. She's got it rocking. She's got it going on. You know. Um. Anyhow, yeah, I was explaining the non-garden garden.
The non-garden garden. The stiff garden.
Something like that. Hi, Richard. How you doing, hon? Uh. Anyhow,
Hey Richard.
yes, she is. Mima is a rock star. Yeah, it won't be long. She'll be doing those can kicks again. I can already see that.
Handstands or the can?
Can.
Oh, okay.
You can do those kicks even sitting down in a chair. Hey, squirrel, how you doing? But
Oh,
yeah.
hey squirrel.
Uh, we you Want to be ready to be able to do everything. Right. And hey, that garden did have stiffs in it. Okay, because those little people, they're little bitty statues, and so was the critters, the animals in it. So I figured that was perfect for your Stiff Dave's non-garden garden club. um, anyhow, if you anything you want, you're gonna, that you get now, you're gonna have to be able to make it. Know how to make it. Cheese, you're gonna have to know how to make cheese. Milk a cow. Yeah, without a milker, back in the days. Yes, the garden was full of a lot of mini stiffers. Um, anyhow, I just get dumpster girl. Um, it's just whatever you get now. I hope you know how
Hey,
to make
Jessica.
it, so that way you can still have it. And you know what? You can still use that to barter with. But don't get rid of if you know how to sew clothes, don't get rid of your sewing stuff. You know, if you know
Yeah,
how to if you got tools and you know how to use tools, yeah, sure, car engines aren't gonna work, but you can use a lot of those tools for other things. Trust me on this, okay? Remember, you're talking to the girl that used a brake bleeder, and I still do it. Use a brake bleeder to seal canning jars with. Works great, you know. But then again, I'm the same girl that UPS man comes and I look at the guys and I go, "Oh, my tools are here. My tools are here," and I'm all excited. And they're like, "Yeah, all right. That's a girl. Girls don't get into tools." And then you open them up and you show it to them, and they're like, "Dang, hello, those are tools. She really got tools," you know. And I mean, don't ever get rid of your tools. If you sew, don't get rid of your sewing machine. If you can still use it, um, don't get rid of your sewing material. Don't get rid of your patterns, you know, because you can use your products that you can make.
yeah,
Everybody's going to
especially
need
the
clothes.
manual stuff.
Everybody's going to need clothes. Everybody's going to need shoes. Everybody's going to need bowls. Hi, Blue Farm.
Hey, Blue.
Um, everybody's going to need eating utensils. Aka na 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 na.
Another one, huh?
Yep,
Third one today. Nice.
I'm on a roll. I'm getting
Yep.
hungry. You know. Um, I just, that's why I hope everybody's able to make and know how important it is to be able to do this stuff. You know, right now, Lori can do the same thing I can do. We can go outside and we can make ice cream. Yep, go outside, grab your snow, slap it inside a big baggie, like a gallon or a quart. And then you take a smaller bag, like a sandwich baggie, and you put your milk and your sugar and all that good stuff, whatever flavoring you'd like in your ice cream. Put it in the inside bag, zip shut. Make sure your stuff ain't gonna get out. Get 2 oven mitts, one for each hand, and be proceed to start banging it together, whatever. Well, I'm glad you're still here, Miss Southern Vale. you know, and won't be long. You'll be glad you had your oven mitts on because if you don't, Your hands will be froze, but in a couple minutes you'll have ice cream. And it's all homemade. You made it. And you know what? You can pronounce everything that's in that doggone thing. You know? So, I mean, like I said, candy. If you like candy, it helps if you know how to make it. You know.
Yep.
Hey Jesse, how you
Hey,
doing?
Jesse.
We're glad that you're here too, Jesse. Um, I just, do you know how to ride a horse? Do you know how to drive a buggy? Do you know how to hook a horse up to the buggy? Do you know how to make hay without a hay baler and a tractor? Do you know how to make flour by hand? You know, I mean, all this stuff is important stuff. And there is a couple guys, well, Lord knows who I'm going to talk about now. um, they they've got a good thing going on. Okay, you want to learn how to grow gardens and stuff? Get a hold of Shed Wars. That's Will It Grow, John Mankini, and Mr. Homestead Aquarius. Um, anybody's videos that's involved in, and you can ask Lori's World. She's the secretary, but you can ask or watch anybody's videos that's in Shed Wars. You can ask questions, and they will help you to be able to grow your garden better. Okay. Now, none of these people I've mentioned so far today, none of them know I was going to say anything about any of them. Surprise! I mean that way. I don't give shout outs, you know, big fanfares. I just nonchalantly do them. Um, Cajun Hyponics, he's another good person. You know, I don't know too many other people that's in the Shed Wars, but I do know one thing: it's fun. It's fun. I mean, you end up having a blast while you're doing it. You know, you don't just put the seeds in the garden, till the garden up, put the seeds in the garden, and stand over it and go, it ain't moving. I ain't doing it. Guys, night, did you see any dirt move down there where we put that one seed? It ain't moving.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
like watching paint dry.
actually, the paint dries pretty fast around here. We done that. We also watched the grass grow too one day.
Jeez.
Well, this year we're gonna really get to watch it grow. Um, but yeah, it is. It's all about being able to take care of yourself and do it with what you have
Later,
on
Jack.
hand. You know. All right, Jack. Thank you for stopping by. Um, now I know how to make bread by hand. Did I miss something here, Jack? Apparently, I didn't miss too much, but yeah. It's good to know how to make bread by hand. You know.
Yeah, that's when you're
Um,
talking about making flour and do you know how to do this and that, making candy. And it's like, yeah, I know how to make bread by hand.
yeah. You know. Because you ain't gonna have a store to go down the street to if you get a store to go down the street to. You know.
Yeah.
Um,
All right, later, Richard.
Bye, Richard. It's just. And another thing is, don't go.
Yep.
Um, don't go and um. Well, we're up to 4 now. Don't go thinking that you gotta stay up on the latest, greatest, whatever. Okay? Because the latest, greatest, whatever probably ain't gonna work then. It's okay, Miss Southern Belle. We forgive you and we're glad that you're here. Um, because the most modern stuff, it will become paperweights. you know? Um, and after so many paperweights, how many paperweights does a person really need? You know? When I found out I could not get a battery anymore for the very brand new drill I had, um, I took good care of it too. That's when I went, oh, heck no. All these power tools, they can have whatever they want. They can all use the same batteries. I don't care. The reason I don't care, one company's lifetime guarantee. You know that roll of toilet paper hanging in your bathroom? All right, talk to you later, Jessica. That roll of toilet paper hanging in your bathroom
Yeah,
has
there,
more
Jessica.
weight to it, has more weight to it than what the company's guarantees do on their products anymore. You know, as far as the power tool companies go. And so let me have the manual tools, and I'm a happy camper. And everything a power tool can do, you can actually do the same thing with a manual tool. Power tool gives you instant gratification because you get the job done faster. But a manual tool, it teaches you what patience is. It teaches you what putting uh, sweat into something to make something is. And when you get done with it, you appreciate it more. Do you know how to use pegs? Do you know how to make pegs? Well, if you're making something and you run out of screws, then what are you going to do to hold it together? You know? Yeah, go ahead, laugh at me. Making pegs. Oh, that's a real turn on, isn't it? But you know what? They used pegs to make everything back in the day. And when they first started making the square nails, only the rich people could afford them because the blacksmiths had to make them one at a time. It took a lot of time to make one little nail. So, um, it just, it's crazy, you know? It's just crazy. And oh, furthermore, there ain't
Hey,
no
Cajun
reason.
Hydroponics.
Hi, Cajun. How you doing, hon? Well, Cajun. He's a singer. Man, that boy can sing. Oh, him and Will It Grow, John Mankini, they were having a sing-off the other night. I wasn't able to be at it, but I sure listened to it the next morning. You know. Oh, we're to 5 now. Hey, we're getting lucky. You know.
A view is a view.
Yeah.
All right, later, Southern Belle. Take care too.
Yes. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Cajun, no, I am not too kind about it. I'm telling the truth. you know? And who'd have thought Will It Grow could dance to Cotton Eye Joe and know the music, know every song, word to the song? I mean, oh my lord. You get, once you get Will It Grow to loosen up, that man's got the moves. Hi, hosted Aquarius.
Hey,
Are all
Aquarius.
your ears ringing now? I mean, come on. We've been talking about all of you. Just so you know. And in good ways. Not nothing bad, you know. Oh, we've been talking about that shed word deal, um, and about karaoke singing and stuff like that. Oh, was that kind of like Beetlejuice? He won't show up. He doesn't know where this channel is. But okay, I don't remember him singing or dancing. Yes, he did. Cajun, he did. Cause you said you didn't know the words to Cotton Eye Joe. You never heard of it. Hello, will it grow, John Mankini? Um, he did. He sang Cotton Eye Joe, and he was doing this dance to it too. The guy's got some moves once he loosens up and lets his hair down, you know. And his wife, man, Danny, she knows how to keep him in line. I love it. Oh my God, he's here. Yep. Will it grow in Aquarius and Cage and her hyponics? And Lori, we're doing good now. No, Wizard, you keep your clothes on here. We don't have any streaking. We might have singing, but we don't have no streaking, you know. Um, okay, Cajun, I'll take your word for it. Anyhow, yeah, Danny's Will Girl's wife. And she's pretty. That girl can sing too, you know. Um, however, every time this is just I'm something I'm put out there. Every time somebody says you're suspended, I do believe they ought to have to give out green suspenders to that person that they just told you're suspended. Just saying.
Your suspension.
No, you're suspended.
Suspension.
And it's the same guy that said he was going to be the marshal, and he's running for the marshal. And so I pointed out to Homestead Aquarius that the other guy was said he was running for marshal, which meant that Homestead Aquarius could do general. And then the other guy said, "Well, the general don't have to be there all the time." Blah 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 blah. You know, only if you give me green suspenders. You can't suspend me otherwise. I don't have a mankini because I'm a man. Any, um, we uh we all have fun, and gardening is a great thing, and that's what these guys are trying to help people learn and get into is grow their own food. And yeah, if you have any garden questions, ask Homestead Aquarius, ask Will It Grow, ask Cajun Hyponics, ask Lori's World. Heck, you can even ask Mima. She grows stuff in pot. Okay, I seen her. I seen her water her plants. It didn't get weird in here, Wizard. That's what we talk. We talk about old things. We talk about how to do old things so that you can still survive and thrive. You know, when you don't have your luxury electricity or your gas heat. You know, you can grow your food and you can still function and still be happy and still live within your means. And yeah, for a lot of you, That's going to be a lot of hard work. But if you start doing it stuff now and you need it, you'll always have it. And not only that, you can do that stuff now and save money. Just saying. Speaking from personal experience, it's all priceless. It's very, very, very valuable to know. Yeah, old ways are amazing. And they do come in so handy nowadays, you know. And planting your garden, what better reward is there? You know, you know what you put in that ground, your seed, all right? You know if you put fertilizers or anything on your ground. Me personally, I never do. I do not put the store-bought fertilizers on my ground. I use leaves because the trees are nice enough to throw them down on the ground for me. And I have some. Oh, thank you. And I have some rotted wood. If you have sawdust, you can use sawdust to fertilize your yard. It's very good. And I just don't like walnut, okay? Because walnut kind of puts poison into your yard, into your ground. But what wood shavings, wood sawdust, it's very good, and you can't get in trouble for putting sawdust in your yard because it is a known all natural fertilizer. And you can also use it in your garden. Yep. All these funny old things that I happen to know about, you know. I just, I don't know. I don't know what to say, you know. Um, let's see. We have, what time is it?
Well, almost an hour in, huh? Oh yeah, we're
Yeah,
a little over an hour in already.
yeah, we're having a heyday of a time, you know. But I'm not gonna stop telling people and encouraging people. I'm not really telling people what to do, but I sure as heck am encouraging them to at least try to do. You know, try to do something to help yourself. Try to do something that will help you be ready for anything that would happen.
Yep.
I'm very seriously leaning towards that. Will it grow? Um, I gotta check out my pocket to see if I've got enough room for dirt and all of that kind of stuff in that knee pocket. Because I wouldn't want Homestead Aquarius's pants to fall down one side. I mean, that'd just be rude.
Yeah, buy him a garter belt for his pants.
No kidding. You know, but yeah, I am very seriously thinking about it. It depends on when the frost leaves the area. Plenty of room. I have big pockets. Okay.
It's a utility pocket.
He's got plenty of rooms in the pockets. Hey, boss Diggity, how you doing?
Hey, boss.
Um, but yeah, in I do have an array of peppers that I'm going to try doing. Um, I don't know if um that one seed will grow up here or not. No money in there. That's okay. I don't pay attention to money. You could have all the money you wanted in your pocket. I just have to move it out of the way so I can do what I need to do in there. Um, but uh, yeah, I just I want people to. be able to help themselves as much as possible. Because if you don't try to help yourself, then how can others help you? You know what I mean?
Or how can you
Um,
even help other people if you can't even
yeah.
help yourself?
Lost Diggity's hotter than a. Yeah, yeah. He's hot. We're freezing. What the heck else is new? You know, just rub it in there, Lost Diggity. But that's what we try to do. We try to encourage people to do something. Try to do something to help yourself. Because I don't care if you're religious or not, but even in the Bible it says you are to do what you can for yourself, and God will help you with the rest.
Yep.
As long as you have the must-have stuff. Setting here today as well. So Cajun's getting hot, or is he getting cold? But you're supposed to help yourself, and then God will, help make sure you have what you have to have. And there's a difference between the must-haves. Okay, the must-haves, you have to have that stuff to live. The I wants, those are irrelevant ones. You know. So when you want something flashy, fancy, a $500 phone or $1,000 phone, whatever, don't matter. Yes, food, clothes, shelter. That's right, technically. Well, actually, that is all you need is food, clothes, and shelter.
The
You know,
essentials.
um, spell check now. Oh, that was a good one.
The essentials.
Homestead, you keep your butt safe today. You hear me? Um, because I know the South's got Texas already has tornadoes going through that area. I saw that on Twitter earlier when I was posting the link for this. I mean, seriously, y- yes. Um, keep your eyes on the sky, man. Everybody down south, keep your eyes on the sky. You know. Uh, Not only that, in a couple days we're gonna have another vortex come down through, and it's gonna be worse than the last one. And I hate to tell y'all, you thought the last one no, it's been here the whole time visiting me. Just saying. I wish it would go home. But I don't think the guy up north is going to open that door up so I can go back up. Um, no, Cajun can't put a mankini on. Only you can, John. And oh, I forgot to tell Miss Lori, I found something, and I'm gonna get it when I get rich and famous. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna I'm gonna take a picture of it, make a video of it, and we'll see how many people know or how many people. Yeah, what's the first thing that pops into people's minds when they see it? Cause man, it made me giggle when I seen it. Just saying. And I've been sitting on that one. However, I do know how you can make earrings, bracelets, necklaces out of little green mankinis. And it is possible. Yes, Lori. I'll probably have to send you a picture of what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna get one, and I'm pretty sure when you see it, you'll like to get one too. You know. And then we could say we've got the bookends. You've got yours up in Canada. I got this one down here in America. Bing. Just saying. When it gets hot, biscuits expand. Well, yeah. Sometimes the biscuits not only expand around, but they go up too in the oven. Just saying. You know.
Yep, it's a puff paste. It's a puff pastry type deal.
Yeah. And if you do it like a pie filling,
Heck yeah.
you'll make it fluffier,
Yep.
and they'll get
Like,
like layers, and they get like flaky on the inside. Good stuff. Just saying.
yeah,
You
now that
know.
makes me want to make a chicken pot pie. Homemade chicken pot pie. Nice crispy bottom layer, and then a nice fluffy top layer.
Right. But yeah, I just I had fun. I had fun with Stiff Dave's non-garden garden. That was fun because I wasn't sure if anybody else would have anything to come up for it, but I did. So it was one of those good things. Let's see here. And believe it or not, Lori, there is a green mankini involved in what I'm talking about too. Swampini action Louisiana ball. Oh lordy. I don't know what the boys in Louisiana wear for swimsuits if they do, you know. I don't have a clue. Oh boy, here we go. Where we going, John? This ought to be a good ride. Oh boy, here we go. So, wouldn't that be a like a Cajun dungaree? You know, I doubt that will happen with me, Mr. Robert. A swamp kini. Oh, I don't. Cajun's the only one that can answer the question about what do they call a swimsuit for guys you know, down south. I don't have a clue. You know, I don't know if they're called Cajun dungarees or what. You know, shorts is what
Yeah,
we
no
call
idea.
it. Okay. Are they cut off jean shorts or are they tidy whities?
They're Daisy
I'm
Dukes.
I'm learning, okay?
Daisy Dukes for men.
Or they could be briefs, or they could be boxer briefs. um, you know, I mean, when you go to a men's underwear department, it's like a smorgasbord. It's as bad as going to the women's department.
I was about to say that, like, smorgasbord, like, women have all kinds of different kinds of undergarments. Like, someone like, wait, what? What is that for?
Oh, Robert, can you believe JT is going to get herself suspended before the season even starts? No, you can't suspend. Only way you can suspend me is if you send me a pair of green suspenders. I told you that, Mr. John. Danny, get someone colorful duct tape and it would look like a nightmare version of the Fifth Element. Big
Also,
bada room. Uh,
sling bikini.
oh, that'll work. Yeah, I remember the flag on the. Yeah, the flag on the T-shirt and the hat and the singing and the jamming. Yep. I'm not pushing anybody's buttons. All I'm saying is if he's going to suspend me, he's got to send me a pair of suspenders. Because how else is he going to get me up in the air? Think about it. I'm a little person. I'm not a very big person. And I don't have mankini. uh,
Mankini.
it won't work on me. I'm not a man. So you'd have to give me suspenders, green suspenders, so you can't suspend me. Yep, just saying.
Justin saying.
Uh-huh. Ain't no way I'm putting duct tape. No! Cajun, what you do is you take and you fold the duct tape over so it sticks to itself. And then you add a little and stick it to it. And you just keep going. I probably am not. I'm probably shorter than he is.
Little person.
I am a little person. And I don't think I'm taller than John. Let's see. I am still peed off at Sender for the ever sent means. I don't know who Sender is, so I'm safe there. I'm an innocent party now for sure. But every time you suspend somebody, John, you should send them green suspenders. So that way it's official. Just saying. John, you're happy she sent that. You're not happy that you wore it. Not that she sent it. I don't have a clue who Sender is, but okay. I'm staying out of that one.
Return to sender.
Address unknown. But it's okay. I don't have a clue. This. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, she had good taste and a nice outfit. Even if there wasn't much to it. Just saying. Well, that was nice. Danny, that was so nice that your wife sent that to him. And it was nice that he opened it up on live so he could look at it and let her know that he got it from her. Just saying. Isn't that what you call unboxing? You know? And besides, that green, it brings out the color of John's eyes. I mean, my gosh, what? What does he want? I drew a picture of John in his mankini. I'll bet you he never even saw that one. It was in the same video that I drew a picture of Homestead Aquarius in. And man, I got it exactly right. I'm telling you. So if you look at that, you'll see what Homestead Aquarius looks like. And that was, like kind of from a pocket view. Yep. But oh well. Well, I done my best, and I even had your wife. I drew a picture of your wife in it too. Yep. See, Homestead Aquarius, he saw it. Uh, well, we are having fun. We're just having 100% loving time.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you, Sue and Christy. I just, yeah, we're having a good time. That's what, 6 now? Jeez.
Yeah, 6 more views is good. I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah. At least that one didn't moan and groan.
No.
I mean, we're making progress. And why that one did, I don't have a clue. But anyhow, yeah, we want to encourage people to grow their own food and to be able to take care of, you know, furnish what they can for themselves and be okay and keep thriving, you know, not just survive, but thrive
Right.
because things aren't getting better,
Oh, heck no.
but it don't mean that we can't thrive, and to thrive you're surpassed the surviving, when you're thriving, yeah, you're surviving, but you're moving ahead, you're gaining, you're growing, you're becoming stronger. Hey, Dragonfly.
Hey,
And
Dragonfly.
that's what's important, you know. Um, but don't ever give up your manual tools. I don't care if it's tools for building with or whatever. You don't give it up. Hi, Okie Dean.
Hey, okay. Yep.
Um, I just I want you guys to all be okay, you know, and I want you to know that you can do it and not to give up, you know. Um, thank you, Lori. Uh, cause no, not everything in life is easy, but this ordeal, this line of thinking of instant gratification. If you don't do something and get instant gratification, then it ain't worth it. Well, guess what? Instant gratification. never used to exist. In fact, within the last 35 years, it wasn't a deal, you know. Um, Hard work. Knowing that you can build a cupboard or uh oh gee, you remember hope chest? I do. You know, you build a hope chest, and it took time. It wasn't easy. It wasn't overnight sensation. It took time. I can't find the drawing. Oh, well, gee. Wait, let me see if I can. Oh, this ought to get good. Let me see here.
Yeah. You're gonna reveal the picture.
Come on. Hold on, John. I'm trying to find the picture. Uh-huh.
Oh,
Okay. Alrighty.
oh boy.
Okay, dokie. Don't worry, John. I've got you covered, buddy. Let's see here. Do we want to go that way? And whoop. How do I do this?
Okay, we're down at the toolbar at the bottom where it says share.
Yeah.
Right next to Cam Mike, you click share, and then share your screen, and then it'll ask you like
Sharing.
share window or share tab or share something, and then just share
Uh,
your tab or
share.
uh,
Screen
another
sharing works
window.
best on good computer.
Yeah, just ignore that. It's just suggesting. It's a suggestion.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now I got it. Whoops.
There you go. Yeah. So you
Okay.
can share open window, share tab.
See? Right there. See that? Or do you want me to do this a bit different way,
Johnny
John?
Blaine's a key.
Right there. Would you like me to blow this up for you, John? And look, there's Homestead Aquarius right there. You want me to blow them up? I can. I can blow them up for you, John.
Ay, ay, ay.
I did catch the exact you. I mean, just a second here. Let's see here. Oh, come on. Why is it being a pig butt? It's not letting me do what I want to do. Why? Do I have to go this way? Ah, there. Now do I have to do this way again?
Yeah, you had to share the new window or whatever you
Boy, you guys are making this so complicated on me. I'll tell you. Let's see. Screen. Share. Share.
there you go.
Ah, I lost it again, didn't I? But anyhow,
Yep.
I'm sorry. Anyhow, yeah. It took me a lot of hours to be able to draw those pictures. Really, a lot, a lot, a lot. It wasn't easy. You ever tried drawing a picture on a computer? It's not easy. Give me paper and pencils and colors. I'm good. But not on a computer. It's not easy, I'm telling you. I slaved at making those pictures for hours on end. So, see, I wasn't joking when I told you I drew pictures of you. Oh, there was one picture. There was one picture we didn't show John. Let's see here. Where is that one picture? Let me see. Where'd it go?
Show and tell.
I'm looking. I can't believe it. That's what I ain't got. Oh well. We even had John up midair in that lovely thing. But it's okay. It's all good. No?
All good.
I didn't. I wasn't looking. I didn't see. Oops. Oh, poor John. He's. You gonna send her green suspenders too?
Jeez.
They're pretty. They don't cost a lot. I know where you can get them on good sale, just in case that's what your thing is going to be now.
Amazon. Amazon.
Yes, Amazon's got them for a very good fair price,
Yeah.
and they're the same color green as the mankini, only suspenders. And if you want to put a little bit more money with them, you can get the bow tie too to go with it.
And a cup holder.
No, they didn't have no
Gotta
cup
have that
holder.
cup holder. Gotta have that cup holder.
Well, aren't the cups that go with those suspenders in a different department, like athletes?
No.
Oh,
Cup
okay.
holder like you purchase for your vehicle, customize it. They charge you extra for cup holders now.
Oh,
Customizable suspenders.
okay. But then your cup holder would have to hook into your britches. That might get uncomfortable. And anytime you
But if you
bent over to work in your garden, your drink could spill out.
but if you really want that cup holder, you'll what is it? Pain is beauty, but with suspenders, or beauty is
Yeah,
pain.
I don't know, but with suspenders, you might get your feet off the floor. Just saying.
Utility suspenders.
Ay, 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 ay. Man. Boy, we've just got them coming today. Well, I know that. But I found something that I'm going to show to Lori, and I'm going to buy one. And I'm going to post it in a little video. And the first time people see it, I want them to write down what pops into their head. Because I want to see if it does the same thing for them as what it did for me. And it made me chuckle. uh, I just, I find it rather interesting.
A tactical spatula.
And oh, by the way, Mr. John, did you notice? I took your picture and I made sure that when I drew my picture, you had shorts on underneath the mankini, like you did in your picture. And I drew your baseball cap on, like your picture had. And I gave you some whiskers because we all know you got a beard. Not very many, but I gave you some.
Not very many.
So I done the best I could to get the likeness to you. You know. I just thought you'd enjoy it. Ooh, tumblers, coffee cups, stainless steel water bottles, wine
Sippy cup.
tumblers, stainless tumblers, painted glass, a General John Keeney cup mug.
What?
Um,
Oh, that is so funny.
he
He's got his own
he's not
John
general yet. Didn't have the voting. Let's see. In Mima, awesome. Mima shirts. Mima should run for general. Just saying. Those are some pretty. Hey, I like this one. They're cruise socks. They got John Keeney on the toes of it. Awesome.
Wait, what is it? Merchandise?
Yeah.
Ah,
You click on Lori's link there, and it shows it. I will have a picture out without the boxers I will share with my members. Well, it's a good thing I'm not a member because then I don't have to look at the non-boxers. It could scare me. And I'm a little person that lives all by herself in a house with little people. I agree. Homestead Aquarius. Just saying. It could scar my brain and my little toe really bad. Just saying. It depends, Cajun. Is John gonna go outside with it on at this in this weather?
might as well.
Might not want to where he lives. He's a Yankee up north on the East Coast. You know, and they've been getting snow up there. And winter cold,
Well, it depends if he wants to
and
make a point, you know? You would do it if you want to make a point.
I will cancel my membership. I'm attached to that image. he could shrivel up and never get him back out. I mean, it's that cold. Homestead, are you a member? So you have you're all, you're on the list. Don't matter. It's gonna look small. Oh, this is so fun. I'm just gonna sit back and drink my cappuccino and read chat. This is getting juicy over there. Anyhow,
Yeah, they're having fun. They're having fun in chat.
yeah, that's what it's all about. We're supposed to have fun, you know? Let's see, what's that song?
On top of Old Smoky.
No. Ice cubes found in the strangest place.
Blitzkrieg Bop.
Danny, your saying is so tight on him. His nose grows 2 inches when he puts it on. Oh, lordy, lordy. What entertainment we don't have. Jeez. But anyhow, this is what we do. This is, yeah, we do gardening and we encourage people to do what they can for themselves you know, and at least give it a try. If it don't work, you can try it a different way. You know, you learn from your failures, you learn from your succeeds. When you succeed at something, it's all a learning curve, man. So we can't give up. He would be proud of doing it. Oh. Hey, Danny. Cajun hydroponics. Is that something like pepper string and tweezers and a magnifying glass? Just asking for a friend? It's okay, Willet Road, Mr. John. We still love you. But that's all I could see it going towards there. I mean, I was really seriously asking for a friend. I have to get up $1 so I can go down the street and find somebody to say they're my friend for $1. Oh, this is so good. So bad. So. Oh, I'm not a good girl. Oh, but yeah, we joke around. We don't put each other down. Oh, Cajun Hyponic, he's talking to you. I'm not a swamp rat. And I noticed nobody answered my question, so it will just be forever, kind of like the owl and Sissy Cup. How many licks does it take to get to the middle of the Sissy Cup? A one, a two, a three. Well,
1, 2, 3.
I'm, a, I'm well equipped, thank you. That's what he said too. I mean, she said. Oh, anyhow, let's see. When do you guys all get to start growing your food? Man, wait, the way the winter's going. What's up? Okay. John has already made a special case for a great supporter and letter into Edward. Who is that? Who is the special case made for? Inches a bicycle is equipped in a thing. Is better equipped. Now, I need to I need to even the score up. If you want to join Shedwards, I will authorize you right now to be a member if you're going to join us. Okay, but whose team am I on? I only have one right arm, one left arm, one right leg, one left leg. Just saying. And every time I go to my garden, I gotta go to the southwest. Our team. Which team's our team, Cajun?
The cool team.
Homestead Aquariuses? We will have to decide your team later in the draft. I don't have a team. I'm just a person, you know? A person that's a Nimrod that goes around in her own little world most of the time. Aquarius. And exactly. That's the cool team. Okay. Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna let me know which team I'm on. Just so you know, I always have to go to the southwest because that's where the garden is in the backyard. It's not to the southeast, it's to the southwest, you know. And you can come out of my knee bucket and be a community member right now. Ooh, you'll have things to teach people. Always. Yeah, I try to do my best with that. Um, like I said, I don't. I. You know how you always hear somebody say organic, all natural? Well, put it this way. This is how I plant my garden, okay? I usually get a guy here in town to come and till it because if I do it the old way, it'd take us a lot longer. And then we take and we put the seeds in the ground. Seeds, not plants, seeds. Put the seeds in the ground. Why? Because I have an agreement with God. I put the seeds in the ground and He waters it so things grow. It works out pretty good. And we pull weeds out of the garden except for a certain amount. That's because we got to keep the gopher in the garden happy too. So yeah. Well, thank you. And I feel so honored. Oh, but yeah, I do old ways. I don't buy the tomato crates or any of that stuff. Just a stick. That's all I use. I might make a tripod out of 3 sticks this year for each one of the tomatoes. We'll see. But usually I just take a stick and tie a string around it. It holds the tomato plants up. You can do that with your bean plants too that grow in bushes and that. Um, if you want cattle panels, you can put your squash on them, but I don't have cattle panels, so I just leave my squash on the ground, you know. But yeah, I'll do my best. Like I said, I don't have fancy stuff. I don't have a garden tiller. We do. One's called a weasel. Um, it don't do a very big area at a time. Another one's called a hoe. You know, so we might be jamming out in the garden, doing hoe downs and stuff like that. At least until the draft, and then it's up to the fate. Okay, if the draft says no, that's okay. I'm understandable. You guys ain't getting rid of me that easy. I can always protest and go buy my own green suspenders.
Protest.
you know, you never know. But yeah, I just you know I don't do things conventional ways. I do them the old ways, and the garden works pretty good.
You're
Um,
predictably unpredictable.
hey,
Simply unpredictable.
well that's good. I mean, doing videos that's not a problem. I don't have a soccer ball with dreadlocks. I'd get in trouble if I took the kitchen door down. I don't own this house. Okay, Cajun, thank you for stopping by.
Later, Cajun.
You know, um, but yeah, we do things a little un we do things in a way that my neighbors are always going, "What in the world?" you know. So, and they like to watch me, but it's not because they're being nice or anything like that. But I'm like, go ahead and watch. Because when it's all said and done, you're going to be the ones learning, even though you don't think you are. Because in order to complain about whatever it is I did that you don't think is right, guess what? You had to be watching and you had to take note on it. So
Yeah.
they end up being the ones that are learning, not me. I just keep going around in my own little world. But you know, um, one year our garden didn't do very good because uh, I was teaching the young ones how to plant food, and they planted some of the starters that I'd started in egg crates a little deeper than what they should have, so the food didn't grow. But that was okay because that's how they learn. You gotta let kids fail
Yep.
and not get mad at them. Go, well, now we know, don't we? You know, I mean, it's all good. So, and I never, I, everybody laughs at me because every year the leaves go perfect over my garden, and then I don't rake them off or anything. This year I could actually run the push mowers over the garden and mulch it up, and then just dump it back on the garden, and have the guy come with his tiller and till it into the ground. It'll still release the good stuff in it. You know, I do know that there is a frog or a toad, or maybe a cousin to each other, but it's bigger than what my hand is. So he's been living in that garden for a long time, and he's a happy camper. God's night. Homestead wants to ask, do you make
Yes.
gardening content?
Negative. I have no content right now. Well, not on this one. I lost my original channel, but no, I don't do any gardening content.
Not yet.
I know how to garden. Just yeah, I don't have any content on that.
It's one of those things when yeah, we know how to garden. We don't always have room or a place to grow a garden, you know. So, but watch out when we do it. You know, it just blows people's minds because they're like, "Well, you never did it before. Why are you doing it now?" Oh, now I can. I've got room
Yeah.
for it.
Yep.
Ay ay ay. These bloody things. Come on. Thank you. Jeez, we're doing something right. Either that or else
Another
they,
one, yeah.
either that or else they put them on a timer. You know, like Christmas lights are put on a timer.
Yeah, time release capsule.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
because
time for your
they're.
seventh dose.
That's what it seems like they're doing. They're coming every so often.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you for coming by, Will It Grow? I really appreciate it, Mr. John.
Later, Willie girl.
You have fun time and you be safe too.
You have fun time, good time.
Anyhow, um, we've made it over the 2 hour mark already. Oh my
Oh yeah,
gosh.
nice.
Yeah, but it's because we had so many fun people in our chat room and stuff, you know.
Yeah, chat
Um,
was really, really interactive today.
yes, and I love it. I really love it. Um, you know, it's been a blessing, and I'm hoping somebody, someplace, gets the nerve and says, "Hey, you know, I only have planners." Well, that's fine. That's all you need. Or, you know, coffee cans. Those work good. Number 10 cans. I don't
Buckets
care.
too. I know
Yeah.
people got buckets all over the place. I mean, that's like one of the most common things around the house is a freaking bucket.
How about how about a waste paper? You know those little waste paper cans that aren't very big.
Yeah. Anything. Yeah, anything that
Yeah.
any container you can grow stuff out of.
You know. Oh, you got dogs. Well, didn't their dog food come in plastic bags?
Yep.
There you go. You got something to plant in. You know. Um, a wash machine, the tub, the spinner thingy tub. Oh yeah, you can. Trust me, you can grow plants in there. Yep. Even a dryer drum. Yeah. It's not together anymore. You can grow plants in it. You put dirt in there and you can grow plants in there. And it's a beautiful thing, you
Yep.
know. Um I've grown plants in small planters. I've grown them in big planters. I've grown them on the flat ground. That's how we do it here. You know. Um and it's fine. We're at least trying to do something. And that's what we're trying to do is get you, encourage you to try. Try something. Try helping yourself. You know, and if you fail the first time, don't give up. Try it again. You know, if your seeds don't grow within 14 days, usually a seed will push up through the ground in 14 days. Sometimes it's a little longer, but you can plant again and try it again. You know, um, just don't give up. Don't
Yep.
lose hope. You know,
And use multiple seeds.
yeah,
Not just like, oh, I'm gonna test run this and drop one seed because it could be a sterile or a damaged seed and it may not grow.
right. And if all y'all, you know those bag of beans that you buy at the grocery store? Just saying. You can actually grow beans with them. hmm You know that bag of popcorn seeds that you get at the grocery store? The bag of popcorn, not the microwave bag popcorn. The bag of popcorn, where the kind that you put in the popcorn popper, or the air popper, or the pan on the stove popper. Yep, you put those in the ground and grow popcorn as long as you don't have raccoons in the neighborhood. You know, I'm serious. You don't have to have a lot of space to grow things, you know? You'd be surprised what you can grow in what. But you gotta at least try, you know? Um, can't give up. Gotta believe in yourself, you know? Things will work out. And as you grow, you learn. And as you learn, you grow. Gee, did you know a person's not supposed to stop learning until they've got all the answers that they need? All the answers they're supposed to have. That's when they no longer are learning. They're sleeping forever,
Yeah.
you know?
Well
And
said.
that's putting it politely, okay? But the main point is you never stop learning. Old people can learn from young people. Young people can learn from old people. Guess what? A little innocent child that's knee high to a grasshopper can sometimes be the best teacher you could get because they see the world in a way that the adults no longer see it. Full of possibilities. Big world full of adventures just waiting to be had. Anyhow, I think we're going to end the show on that. And, you know, keep up your chin, keep up the good work. You know, it's not time to lay down, it's time to roll up our sleeves, do our workouts, get our exercises in. You can sit in a chair and reach down and touch your toes, can't you? Well, see, you're getting exercises. Oh, you can't? Well, okay, then fine. We understand this. You can raise your arm up, can't you? How about your other arm? Well, that's good. You're doing good. And no, I'm not putting anybody down that's an amputee or anything like that. No, 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 no. That's not what I'm out to do. Okay? What I'm out to do is I'm out to encourage you. I don't care who you are. Don't give up.
Yep.
Don't be afraid to try. And most of all, keep a smile on your face. It's going to drive everybody else around you crazy. Because they're going to wonder, what do you know that they don't? Got it? Anyhow, y'all have a great week.
All right.
God bless y'all. And we shall talk with
All right.
you
Later, everybody. Later,
same
JC. Take care.
time, same station next week. All right. God bless y'all. Bye.